Imagine this. A 21-year-old naked Cantonese woman found dead inside of a water tank at the top of a hotel. This is the sight seen by maintenance workers in the morning of February 19th at the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. The body belonged to Elisa Lam, a Canadian student at the University of British Columbia. But what exactly killed Elisa Lam? That's the mystery. No one knows. But that's what we'll try to decipher in this episode of Ryan's World. What killed Elisa Lam? First, let's establish some background. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old woman of Cantonese descent who was a student at the University of British Columbia. On January 26th, Lam traveled to Los Angeles, and on the 28th, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a hotel with an infamous reputation for being the site of many murders and suicides. She was originally in a hostel-type shared room, but was allegedly transferred to a private room due to her roommates complaining about her odd behavior. According to Lam's parents, she allegedly called them every day while traveling. Therefore, when Elisa did not call her parents on January 31st, they grew worried and called the Los Angeles police. This was also the day Lam was supposed to check out of the hotel and leave for Santa Cruz. The Los Angeles Police Department could not find Elisa Lam. And so, on February 14th, the LAPD released surveillance footage of Elisa Lam acting quite strangely in an elevator. 5 days later, on February 19th, several guests complained about the low water pressure and its odd taste. And so, a maintenance worker went to the roof to investigate the water tanks, only to find Elisa Lam's body in one of them. And yeah, the guests were drinking her blood mixed with water.
That's disgusting.
Now, before we get into the possible theories of what happened to Elisa Lam, let's look at the footage. As she enters, she selects several floors, but then peeks her head out when the doors fail to close. Her body posture and her position show that she is feeling anxious, worried, almost as if she's scared of someone showing up. Later on, we see her go outside the elevator. Although we don't have a clear angle of Lisa, we can see that she puts her hand up to her head. She then presses many more buttons when she enters, possibly in an attempt to fix the elevator, and then steps outside once again. Her body movement makes it seem as if she's communicating with someone or something. Elisa then finally leaves the elevator, and guess what? Nearly a minute after that, the elevator doors finally close. Good timing, good timing. So, what killed Elisa Lam? Well, the most possible and plausible theory is mental illness. Lam was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, and often described her struggles with it on her Blogspot and Tumblr pages. According to her autopsy, she had not taken her prescribed stabilizers, and this could lead to panic attacks, anxiety, hallucinations, and psychosis, which could explain Lam's strange behavior in the elevator. Many have stated that Lam was hallucinating someone being after her and hid in the water tank to escape her pursuer, which led to an accidental drowning. However, the only way Elisa Lam could silently access the roof would need an employee's keys to unlock the door to their roof. Moreover, the water tank was extremely deep and it would be impossible to close the tank from inside. A very possible situation could be that someone observed Lam's strange behavior and took advantage of her by leading her to her unfortunate drowning. This is a very possible event, as the Cecil Hotel has had a terrible reputation for being a place that has had many deaths and serial killers associated with it. We might never find out what happened to Elisa Lam that day. Whether it was an unfortunate panic attack or a plain murder, the mystery still lingers. However, due to the intriguing elevator video that went viral, it can be said that this tragedy will not be forgotten for quite a while. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and share this video with a friend for a great conversation starter. Next video is going to come out soon, so subscribe and turn on the bell to catch the next episode of Randomness. Anyways, comment Ryan is a dork if you made it this far. See ya!